What's up, guys? Cody and Patty here. Husband and wife team. Going off to do a landscaping job today. Our biggest job we've ever done. We're pretty excited about it. It's a customer bought a home that the inside of the house had been remodeled and the outside is not. And we're gonna do some new mulch beds, some boxwood hedges, gutter drains. We're gonna plant 20 green giant arborvitaes along the back fence row, tear out a bunch of ivy, redo some white marble rock, some landscape lighting. It's a pretty big job. We're pretty excited about it. We're going over here today for the first time to get working on it. We're gonna plant some boxwoods today, redo a couple mulch beds, and the plan for this job was to do the gutter drains first so that we could get all of the most invasive stuff done. And it's raining. I'm sure you guys are probably experiencing the same thing. It has been raining every other day, it seems like. It's the wettest spring that I can possibly remember. Every one of my lawns that I've been cutting, I've been driving through mud just to get them cut. I mean, it's been crazy. And so our hands are tied with the excavating over here, but we're gonna go over here and get a little work done until it dries up. We got a dry week. Well, we thought it was a dry week. They took the rain out of Sunday. Today is Friday. And they took the rain out of Sunday yesterday, but today the rain is back. And now it's gonna rain all day on Sunday. So I just don't know what I'm gonna do with this job. It's been rough, but we'll get through it just like we always do. But as soon as we get over here today, we'll show you guys what it looks like and give you guys a little walk around and show you what we're gonna do. So we'll catch you there. That's okay. All right, well, guys, we're back. So we're here at this big job we're starting. Big is relative. Big for us. Some of you guys are probably gonna laugh and go, this is big, but it sure is big for us. So right here in the front, we're gonna plant boxwood hedges right here. 5 of them, 5 or 6 boxwoods. Gonna run down right here. This white marble rock over time has just been added to, and it's quite a bit higher. I don't know if you can see from the video, but it's quite a bit higher than the grade right there. So we're gonna take the rock out, remove some soil, get that down in there where it's supposed to be, and plant a few small shrubs in there. I haven't decided what we're gonna put in there yet, but something small, because the boxwoods out here in the front are gonna block it from the street, but you'll at least be able to see it when the customer walks up. And then this house had ivy all the way around the front of it. On the other side of the house over here too, I'll show you, but somebody just covered it up with mulch. One of the house flippers, whenever they did it, they just probably knocked it down with a weed eater and covered it up with mulch. But that English ivy, I don't know if you guys have it in your area, but here that stuff is relentless, and it comes back and you have to really get it out of the ground. So we're gonna get all the mulch out of there. Probably gotta take our big blowers, believe it or not, and blow all the mulch out of there into the yard and then clean it up. Got big euonymus here. These bushes have been maintained, but they're big. They're probably past their lifespan. When you got bushes like this, they grow into each other like this. They're pretty overgrown. I haven't decided if we're gonna take them out yet or just trim them back. But we'll figure that out. Obviously, we're gonna come down through here and redefine the whole mulch edge around to the corner. And then there's this ugly black corrugated pipe coming down from the downspout. I'll show you when we get back in the backyard back here. It's got a big dip and drop off, and this grade is slanted pretty down right here. I don't know if it's probably hard to see on the camera. You can kind of see in the house. Obviously the house is level there, and then you can see the grade going down, and it gets down to the backyard and really drops off. So we're gonna connect this downspout, the downspout on this corner, and the 2 downspouts on the other corner. There's a sunroom that's got a downspout on it, and then the other downspout on the back of the house. We're gonna connect all 4 of those downspouts together and run them down off the back down here. The water drainage in this particular subdivision here, look, you can see the big hill back here in the backyard. I mean, it's a pretty substantial hill. This is real steep. I can't even mow it with my push mower. I have to trim the top half, but I can get about a quarter of the way up, and then I got to trim the rest of it. It's just too steep to mow. But there was a bunch of honeysuckle. You can see all this honeysuckle. This stuff is real invasive in our area here. It's Chinese honeysuckle, European honeysuckle. I've heard it called a bunch of different things, but whatever it is, it's invasive junk honeysuckle, and that stuff is very hard to get rid of and kill. There was a bunch of it right here. You can kind of see the big stump right there. where there was some at right here that was growing up here, and then this whole bare area of the yard over here, it also was completely covered in this honeysuckle. You can kind of see that there is no grass right here in this area. That was all honeysuckle, and I'm pretty surprised. There was a very reputable tree company, I'm not going to name names, but if you're in the St. Louis area, you know them. They're one of the biggest ones. They came over here and did this cleanup job, and look at how they left this. This was supposed to be a cleanup, and I'm sure this lady paid a pretty penny for it. And it's just completely full of debris. I mean, they didn't clean anything up. It's just, they just made it look level with the ground, and then look what they did to the poor neighbor's yard over here. I mean, it just looks absolutely terrible. So we're gonna clean this up, and I'm gonna reseed that hill for the neighbor. And then this area right here is all gonna get, new sod. And I gotta obviously fix this big dip in the ground right here. There's a big depression, erosion, where there's been no grass here for a long time. And so this is a pretty big undertaking here in itself, getting this area here cleaned up and looking good. But there's also all of these voles, or whatever these things are. You can see their little paths where they run under the ground right here. They've got this whole hill here eroding. There's look at these little holes here everywhere. So we got to figure out how to catch these little critters here, because I'm sure that when it rains, that is not helping out the erosion problem on this hill. So this downspout, they've tried to fix it just by running one on the top of the ground, but our plan here is to bring that downspout from the corner of the house down. This downspout will connect and do a Y. We're going to run them over here to the middle of the yard, and then these two downspouts over here, we're going to do the same thing with these two. Bring these down, connect them into a Y, and then run it down here into the middle, connect it with a Y right here, and then run one single pipe out the middle of the backyard right there into the common ground with a pop-up, and let it drain down there on the common ground. And then this whole back fence area back here is going to get 20 or 22 arborvitaes, pretty much 2 in between each section here. Arborvitaes all down through here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this area up, like from here over, and then like from here over. I'm going to bring that and raise that area up so it's kind of like a berm. And then my goal is to have the water come down and shed out, and leave it a little lower here, a swale here in the middle of the yard, and have the water come down and make its way out. Those arborvitaes do not want to grow in super wet soil, and with this poor drainage in this backyard like this, I have to do something to combat that. So she wants some privacy here. Do not have to look at the ugly common ground back there in the back. And those green giants, they're green and they're giant. They grow real tall, if you're familiar with them. So, and then this area over here, this is all going to get new mulch bed. I'm going to come in here and redefine the edge around this, around these grass plants. I'm looking at these grass plants, and they might be dead. They haven't had any, there's no new growth in them. So we might be taking this out and just resodding this area, this whole area right here too. Ideally, I want to keep some plants in here to help from the erosion. I really don't want to sod it all up like this. As a matter of fact, we might even do something similar on the steepest part of the hill over here, and then sod down here at the bottom. You know, that way it's kind of symmetric on both sides of the yard. But that's pretty much the gist of it. This back area here along the house, there's more of this English ivy that was very popular when they very popular when they made these houses, when they built these houses. The yews, English ivy and stuff like that, they were all really popular, very dated, and you can tell right away the landscaping has not been updated if you see English ivy and yew bushes at these houses. So this is all getting torn out, and then this area here where there's this big eave over the house right here where the house overhangs. This area never gets any water. Obviously the grass does not grow there. So we're gonna bring a mulch bed out, you know, give it the old kidney bean shape down along the back of the house. Same thing with this right here. Mulch bed around, come around the AC unit, and come up over here. This is her sump pump. That's also gonna get connected into the gutter drain. And I'll make a video when we go to do all that. I'm gonna bring you guys along for this whole job. So you'll see us do the gutter drains and everything. So today we're going to work on cleaning up some of this mess over here, cleaning up some of the debris from the neighbors over there, and get that looking good, because can't make the neighbors mad, that's for sure. And that's basically what we're going to be doing today. I have 5 boxwoods I'm going to plant up in the front like we talked about, and I may have to get more. We'll space them out and see. And yeah, that's going to be it, guys. So we'll bring you along. So see ya. All right, guys, we're back. Got the truck wrapped yesterday, by the way. What do you think? What do you think?
Looks good.
So I bought these DeWalt. I was trying to switch over to all this battery powered stuff. I used these the other day to do a boxwood trim job and some other shrubs, and man, I used them. I bet I trimmed 20 boxwoods in a nice globe shape and a bunch of other stuff, and only had used one bar. I had 2 bars of battery left on the DeWalt battery. There's 3 bars total. I only used the top of the first bar, had 2 bars left, and just went and got this today. And we're gonna try this out on some of this honeysuckle back there and see how it does. So I'll show you guys. I'll let you know what we think. What's up, guys? Well, now we got to do, you can see we got the majority of that cleaned up. A lot of sticks and debris out of there. And still some more in there. We're going to do a final touch up here in just a minute. But love the little DeWalt chainsaw. That thing works awesome. Very nice. Just be able to hit the trigger when you want, saw something and set it right down and not have to pull it a million times or listen to it sit there and yell back and forth to each other. And this thing, oh, if I could reach it. Come on, bad boy. Oh, did you see that? Let's see if I can get it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, this thing here, ripper. Yeah, awesome. I like it a lot. Very cool. So this is what we got up against us. Basically, let's back up here so you guys can get a see here. All this is all like water vines and a lot of it. So we're going to take all that debris out, and then this big honeysuckle here that is dead. All this stuff down here, we're going to chop all it up and basically just give a decent look to it. All this dead water vine looks terrible. So you can kind of see what we cleared up here. Got all that dead out of there from earlier, and working our way around here. And first hot day of the year. It's like 80 something today. We're both sweating. It's nice though. We should be sweating. It's the end of April. Well, close to the end of April. But yeah, so we'll keep you guys posted here. Show you what we got going on. Gotta smash it down. It's great stopping in here. there for a minute. I thought it wasn't going to come out, but I had all that wet topsoil in there. It got rained on. I'm new to this dump trailer game here, so I'm learning. You got to get that stuff out. You can't leave it in there. It gets rained on. I had some leaves, got rained on in there, wouldn't come out. Topsoil won't come out. So from now on, when that stuff goes in there, it's coming out of there. Here, I'm gonna try to get you guys to where you can watch this guy here real quick. Hold on.
One eternity later.
What's up, guys? Man, what a day. Finally finished up here. I'll show you guys what we got accomplished. Got these boxwoods planted. 5 of them. I still got to go cut the tags off of them. Cut a new edge in. Got those planted up, nice and mulched in. Made a tree ring here. I had some extra mulch. I always like to do this around these trees just because it gives you somewhere to trim up to and makes them look a little nicer for sure. So I got that done. All these here. There's Waylon.
What's going on?
Man, this was terrible back here, but it is what it is. If I had some equipment, it'd be a lot easier, but you got to do these jobs to pay for the equipment, right? So, got her way cleaned up. This is a bunch of dirt that we dumped in there from that edge that I made up there. That's a big hole there. We're going to get that leveled out. Just put it in there now so it dries up, spreads out easy, but got all the debris cleared up here, back behind the fence line, all the dead vines and everything out of there, and cleared this whole area up here for the neighbor. It was terrible looking. I'm going to throw some seed down here, and we were going to take this little tree here out, but it's a little scrub tree. But this is a pretty steep incline right here, and I figure that's just helping hold the hill back from eroding and stuff. So we didn't want to get rid of it. We'll just let it grow up a little bit and shape it up as time goes on, and it'll look okay. Yeah, this is all stuff down here where the neighbor is putting leaves and grass piles and stuff like that. I guess it was eroding away, and that's their solution to it. So, but we're going to go ahead and leave that because, well, that's what they're doing with their leaves. So maybe that's how they like it. So, yeah, that's it. I'm whooped. Sun's going down. End of the day. I've dropped Patty off halfway through the day, and my other worker Waylon picked him up after high school, and we went out here knocking it out. So got another big mulch job tomorrow at a different customer's house. This job here is going to be a multiple phase job. I'm just doing little bits here and there. It's a real big long job, and I cut grass 4 days a week, so I can really only do these landscaping jobs 2 or 3 days a week. And we've had so much rain and stuff here lately that it's just been crazy, and trying to keep everything on schedule, it's just tough. So we'll be back here. I'll keep you guys, every time we come over here, we'll keep you guys up to date and with what we're doing, and I'll show you guys the mulch job we're doing tomorrow. And that's it. So y'all have a good one, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.